What's the pin?
1944.
It's a good year. I remember it well.
movies, and now it's going into my platform.
Okay. Let's see here.
Is there a way to test out the video card?
Yeah, we could run a test on it, but it takes a while. If you haven't had programs crashing, I can probably eliminate the RAM. It looks like you went and looks like you got some of the stuff anyway. After how long that you've left the computer up, after how long does it take for it to start bogging down like that?
It depends. So yesterday it was pretty quick, but I was on the computer all day. When the gentleman came over, it was good for probably 3 hours, and then the picture and the sound started to kind of get out of sync with each other in the movie. And then I noticed after that, then the picture quality started to get diminished. What's interesting is if I close out the movie, like say close out and come right back, it's good.
Okay. What about when you're playing games?
Well, I don't play games.
Okay.
My game is the stock market.
Okay.
So that's basically what I was saying is the numbers, the whole thing will just freeze for like 5 seconds, literally, and then it comes back trying to catch up to where the data was.
Okay, but your network card isn't in the machine. It's a USB network card. Right? Your wireless card is not part of your computer. It's an external device you plug in, right?
Right. So it's an Orbi that I have an Ethernet line to it. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
So before I was getting like 300. I had a adapter, but when I got the new system, that's what I went to, and now it's up to almost over 600 at times.
And you said that your screen sometimes goes like pale looking, like it's not responding.
No.
Doesn't do that?
No.
What was it that you said went bright white? You were describing something earlier and said that it was bright white sometimes, or once.
No.
Okay.
Never had that.
Last time this happened, yesterday?
Yeah. Correct.
It's like you've had to shut it down relatively often to try to bring it back up again.
A few times.
You know, I had an Asus computer come in about it was a laptop. It came in about 3.5, 4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And his computer was bogging down really bad. And it turned out that there was a software that was used to control I don't remember what it was controlling, but it was an Asus software that was running a service and eating up his it was eating up his processing cycles.
That's the other thing. So I have a buddy of mine that does computer stuff that doesn't live here in the States. And he told me to put the task manager.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's called the CPU, the first column.
Mm-hmm. Sorted ascending so that you can have the largest number at the top.
Yeah. So I noticed that thing was spiking pretty good at times.
Okay.
It feels like something's cluttered, and wherever that, when that clutter goes away, it's fine.
I mean, you really don't have anything on here that should be causing you any headache. It's probably something I'm gonna have to troubleshoot while it's in action. I'll put my remote software executable somewhere on your desk, and then when it starts happening, just run it, and it'll get me into your machine real quick. But as far as I can tell, I mean, even your event manager isn't. It's not logging. Well, so you are having some faulting applications. You've got your HP software's crashing at times, and then your DTS audio crashed at one point. But I mean, there's nothing really that stands out as being a major problem. Let me check the actual system log. So at one point, your networking card this morning requested to be reset. That was like 15 minutes ago. That's when I turned it off. Alright, let's go to yesterday. DTS audio stopped yesterday. Saw that where it crashed.
What is that?
That's just the built-in audio chip for your sound. It crashed yesterday at around 1:45, 1:43 p.m. basically. Your graphics card gave you issues 5 days ago at around 3:20.
Yeah, so that would have been Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Saturday. Would have been Saturday. Saturday, your computer was like not happy in the morning about something. It might have been trying to do an update. It'll flag up these warnings during an update process. And then your LaserJet service stopped all of a sudden. It's Friday night, 8:07. It does seem like something's squirrely, but there's not enough software on here that's loaded for it to really make me think it's a software problem.
So the way that he built the computer physically, everything checks out?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Do you still have that Netgear A700 Wi-Fi adapter? The USB one that you were using previously?
No, I don't.
Threw it away? Or sold it, gave it away, whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking the AC one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Where did they move? Stupid quarantine to? Alright, so Bass didn't find anything. How do you have that monitor plugged into your
One HDMI directly, and then the other two are HDMI converters to.
so you have three, okay, you said you traded, so you have three monitors?
Yeah.
Are they all the big Asus curved monitor?
I specifically went to the 4K because I was told that you kind of had to do that if you have that bigger.
You need to go straight DisplayPort, so you need to go 3 DisplayPort cables. That's the first thing that I can think of that's going to cause your screen to be fuzzy, because the amount of bandwidth that you're using, HDMI does not like to run 4K at the speed and resolution that those monitors are running at.
That's what I thought, but it happens on any of the screens.
You're converting them to HDMI.
Oh, you're saying straight. Wait,
You need to use a straight DisplayPort to DisplayPort cable. Your monitors should have DisplayPort on them. They should have DisplayPort, HDMI, and probably DVI. So I'd pick up 3 DisplayPort cables at least to try to fix that first issue. Because the HDMI specification doesn't have as much bandwidth as DisplayPort does. So you'll have weird graphical anomalies, including fuzziness, screen flickering or flipping out every now and then. And if you're converting them into HDMI, that could very well be part of the problem.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that that's what's causing your tiling issue, where it's taking a long time to go through Craigslist and stuff, but that is probably the reason why your screen looks fuzzy all the time. So yeah, 3 just DisplayPort to DisplayPort cables should fix that problem.
Would that also help the resolution of the picture?
Yeah. That's the first thing that I would recommend doing. Second thing, you do have some process termination at random.
What's that?
Your HP LaserJet service keeps shutting off. Let's see, where is it? And then about 11 days ago, you had NVIDIA local systems container service terminated with the following error: a generic command executable returned a result that indicates failure. And then it terminated once, basically. And then the HP LaserJet service keeps terminating. I wonder if HP has a software on here that they installed with your laser printer. Did he download and run the software for your LaserJet?
Yeah.
Do you use the scanning capabilities of it?
I do.
Okay. That's it right there?
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. So this driver hasn't been updated since August 18th, 2016. I would probably recommend trying to run it without the software installed. In other words, just I'll put the installer on your desktop for you, if that's where he's got it, and then, or I mean, if he's got it on the computer, I'll put it on the desktop so you can find it easier.
Okay.
But when you get home, just plug everything back up and then try to scan without using that software installed, because that's the other thing that I'm seeing crashing a lot is the HP software. Aside from that, the only other thing that I can think of that would cause program crashing like that would be the RAM, but if you're not experiencing any of your programs crashing, then I don't think your RAM is bad.
Okay.
But I don't see, I do see he downloaded the drivers. He did get the Intel chipset driver right here. I don't see where the HP software is though. Alright. I'll download this and put it on your desktop as a shortcut. He's got the latest version on here, which is 1903, exactly what it's supposed to be. And Windows does look like it's up to date. I love pointing the finger and blaming other technicians, but I don't think he did anything wrong in this instance. I think it might just be, I don't know what it is. I'll definitely want to see it in action though, so I'm gonna put the installer to my software on your desktop, and then if it does start happening, just run it, give me a call, and I'll be right there with you. Let me send this to the desktop. All right, we'll call that your software, and then no, we didn't mishear Neil Armstrong's famous words. He misspoke. He was so nervous, he said, "one small step for man," when he meant to say one small step for a man. Let's see here. Alright, so that's not installed yet, but if it does start happening, just run this file right here. I'm going to uninstall your HP printer software stuff. As soon as you plug it in, it should start print. It should be able to still print because the drivers for most HP LaserJets are already included in the operating system. In order to get it to scan, you'll need to take the printer icon. Are you using it over the network or via USB?
Wi-Fi.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so when you get it home and it's back inside this list, you'll see one that's black, like it won't look like it's ghosted like this. Just take it and drag it to your desktop, and then when you right click on it, you should be able to scan. It won't say scan selective items for viruses, it'll just say scan. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So you'll use that to do your scanning, at least just in the meantime while we test the other stuff.
Okay.
Okay, we will reboot that later. And then if that doesn't help resolve the problem, then we'll have the software right here that we can use to reinstall just in case it's necessary. Okay. You know what? Let me look up that ticket from the other guy real quick. It wasn't super long ago. If I see his name, I'll definitely remember it.
What's that?
The guy that brought me that laptop that had the...
Oh.
It had the really weird... The weird issue. I mean, I took that thing apart at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon to try to figure out what it was. He thought it was overheating.
Well,
I mean,
like,
it was overheating. but we thought it was because of one thing and it turned out to be another. 1 second. Rad Computers, this is Mark.
Hey Mark, it's John.
Hey. I'm well, how are you? Okay. Okay. Sure. I can help you with that, but it's going to have to be after I get done with the customer that's in front of me. Can I take your number down and give you a call? Okay. No problem. I'll give you a call back here in a little bit. My pleasure. Bye-bye. Okay. Damn, I'm not seeing... Alright, let me look. God, I want to say... No, it wasn't Asus. Is it that guy? Tony Beacon? Hmm. DC jack. Hmm.
When I took it out of the office today, this morning,
Uh-huh.
it was pretty hot, the computer. And run. It was only running for an hour or two.
Let's take a look at the temps real quick.
Are you able to look at it like in the past or just the present?
Just the present. The computer stuttering can definitely be a sign that that the processor's getting too hot, but without seeing it happen, there's no way to go back, and unless it triggered a thermal event where the computer would shut off on you and not just a restart.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad.
Right.
It's not good.
Sure. Put this on your desktop too. Yeah, your processor's in a normal operating range. Everything's good. Temperature wise, your voltages are good. Two of your cores are significantly higher than the others, but I don't really think that's cause for concern yet. They're idling kind of high though, but they might have an affinity where there's a process that's actually on them. Yeah, so CPU 5 does have something running on it, which is why it's so hot, which is probably the Windows image acquisition service. Normally that happens when it's doing an update. But it's not. Let me check this computer and see what it's at, because that seems a little high for the Windows image acquisition service. It's weird, I don't even see this one running.
So do you see oddities?
So far just this, that the Windows image acquisition service is running really high. I mean, I've seen that happen a lot though on Windows 10. It's not something I ever really think about. Hey. Okay, I'll call her. Bye-bye. What? Mm-hmm. I'll take care of it. I'll call her. Annie's always and she's always like this. She always has questions. I will take care of it. Okay. I will call her right now, okay? Thank you. Yeah, I don't see anything that's out of the ordinary really right now. So it's just the Windows image acquisition. But I've seen this on other machines. running high, and my two don't have it running at all right now, but I know it has to be running for specific reasons. I think it's because of the uninstallation of the HP software. Let me go ahead and restart it real quick and see if it goes away. Let me call this customer real quick. Hi Annie, it's Mark. It goes black? Oh, this screen is timing out on you for power savings. Okay, yeah, I can help you with that. Yeah, sure. No problem. Okay, sure. Give me just a second. Yeah, they moved it in Windows 10, so most of that stuff, that's on battery power. You don't want it to, you don't want it to be longer than that on battery. But when it's plugged in, it won't ever turn off on you. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yes. I mean, the right click function is just the right side of that pad. It's the Mm-hmm. Correct. I'm going to take off the ASUS power management suite on this machine.
Oh, you're talking. Okay.
Yep.
Is that the icon on the desktop?
Say that again, Alex.
Is that the icon on the desktop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the multi-frame, no. It's the other one. Sorry, say that again, Annie. The notifications are popping up when you open Chrome? Okay, that's because they've transferred over from your Chrome settings. I'll turn that off for you real quick. That's why. Right. Which is correct, which is what she did, but your Chrome settings that are tied into your Chrome into your Google user account make it so that your settings transfer over from any browser. She was not aware of that, which is why you're having that problem. So give me just a second and I will turn that off for you as well. Yeah, see all this stuff right here? Yeah, we gotta block that. Okay. Alright. Why don't you come up with a list of things you need to address and then email it to me rather than sending us a barrage of text messages, because it's interfering with our ability to communicate with the people that we're on the phone with when we get that many text messages at a time. Alright, that way I have a clear list in front of me and I can get it all taken care of for you at the same time. Mm-hmm. Yep, and if you happen to see another Correct. If you happen to see another notification pop up, just let me know, and just take a picture of it and then include it in that picture, in the email. I'm sorry. Okay. Yep. My pleasure. There's always a couple of things that need to be ironed out whenever a new computer is acquired. So I'm expecting a couple more questions from you. That's so the $9 charge was for the old computer. Do you want to remove that one from service? Okay. Okay. The new one is included. It has it included already. That's built into the cost of the machine. I can go back through my record and look, but I don't believe so. It's black again. It shouldn't be doing that. So if it continues to happen, let me know, and I guess I'll have to bring you a different one. When I was Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll keep an eye on it, and then if it happens again, let me know, and I will bring you a different one. We'll swap the drive out, because that doesn't sound like that's anything that you're doing. Okay? Correct. Okay, sounds good. My pleasure. Bye-bye. Okay. So I've got it down to just the bare essentials for you. I removed the ASUS software that was on there. Not the one for your multi-frame monitor that allows you to segment a single monitor into different zones, but the ASUS software that basically governs how your computer is going to react to temperature changes and voltage changes and stuff like that. I let all that stuff take care of itself through the motherboard itself.
Okay.
I don't trust software to be doing that when the engineers that make the hardware govern sensors and stuff for a reason.
Okay.
So, all right, that